In Dead by Daylight, toxicity is all around us. It can be in the form of the killer, the survivor, or the entity itself. And usually, if you're playing as a survivor, it's usually the killer that gets the backlash of why Dead by Daylight can be so toxic. But this time, I'm going to focus on the survivors. There are many reasons why your own survivors, your teammate, your own ally in the same team as you would turn on you. No help. When a survivor is the no help survivor, do not expect any help from this kind of player. You need to understand that this game doesn't require survivors to help each other out, sadly. In fact, are only there to play survivor in Dead by Daylight and only survive by any means necessary, even at the cost of their own teammates. These are the people that won't save you, won't take a hit from the killer so you can escape. In fact, if there was any hope of either the killer or the no help survivor of helping you escape, you have a better chance of asking the killer to bring you to the hatch, because the no help survivor ain't helping you at all. Meat shield. This goes without saying, but if the toxic survivor is being chased by the killer, don't be surprised if this toxic teammate brings a killer to you as you're almost done with the generator. This toxic teammate knows he's about to get down by the killer, so he's banking on his teammates to be his meat shield so he can get away. Some killers recognize this and won't accept this toxic behavior in this game because that's their job, not the survivor's job. Being farmed. Being hooked by the killer sucks. We can all agree on that. But being unhooked right near the killer is even worse. Why risk saving me if the killer's 5 feet away from us? This kind of player knows what the fuck he is doing and does not care how the game ends, just as long as he gets his altruism points in the game. It's personal. At the end of the day, whenever toxic behavior happens, whether you are being sandbagged, farmed, or screwed over in the game by your own teammate, it becomes personal. At this point, you're gonna remember this moment, because when it's that toxic person's turn to be saved, just remember what this person has done to you. And as a bonus, here's some footage of me experiencing toxic behavior. I was playing a game of 2v8 in Dead by Daylight, and of course, I did not expect this to happen to me, but it did in a 2v8 game. So it goes like this. I'm working on a generator, doing my normal shenanigans, and off to the next generator. I see the killer, and I want to get the killer's attention to me, so I could do my best to loop this hillbilly, and of course, everything was going according to plan. Until this Steve body blocked me by the pallet. He made sure to wait until I got decimated by the chainsaw, and after I fell to the ground, he then throws down the pallet. You can't say it was an accident if you purposely waited for me to get down. Now, I don't know what this guy's deal was, but judging from the replay footage, this shit was on purpose. There were moments where I just wanted to get even with this Steve, but honestly, the game was progressing to the point that I might as well just try to finish the rest of the generators and just complete the game. As the end of the game approaches, it's just me and this Steve, and what happens to this guy? He gets hooked, and of course, I'm looking at this Steve basically saying, you fucked up, because if he had not fucked me over at the beginning of the game, both of us would have escaped, because I could have saved him and we would have both escaped to the hatch together. But no, I left his ass to rot while I was the only person to escape. So what's the moral to this story? Be nice to others and don't be toxic to your own teammates, because karma will get the best of you. Have you guys ever experienced toxic behavior before? Because I can definitely say it can't just be me.